Hello, one and all. Welcome back to Codeweaver Plays Games. All right, so let's just pop straight on over into the gaming screen. Huzzah! All right, terrific. The audio levels seem to be okay, I think. And so we're going to pick up where we left off last time. Only I will have to quickly polish the old Quest 2 lenses. Because, yeah, just get a little fogged up and all that. And I'm going to shove my chair into the corner so that I don't accidentally stub my toe on it and have to censor out half the screen, because wouldn't that be awkward? All right, so here we go. Just make sure everything seems to be okay. Yep, I seem to be streaming. I'm receiving it on all accounts. And yeah, so let's turn this direction since my screen seems to have... get the controllers in the right hands. Jeez, it's always a startup with this thing. All right, so we're going to be doing freestyle. And then because I think I only have one more freestyle to do, if I get through that quickly enough, I'll go on and do a real mountain again. Freestyle. No, come on. Urgh. To click in the middle, apparently. The last one, so the one that I was super proud of finally getting through his slides, I'd almost thrown in the towel on it. But I persisted because I'm more stubborn than I am frustrated, and I just needed a break. So that's great. Got through slides. Everybody saw that on stream. That was fantastic. So I'm going to go on to Crumbling Madness, because I don't think I've done this one yet. Nope, I have not. So let's do this. Crazy. Oh, hello. I've got my head in a thing, so I'm going to recenter myself. Helps if I'm in the center of the room when it thinks I'm in the center of the game, because then I have all the room to move around without smacking my hands into desks and chairs and like the walls of my apartment and all that kind of good stuff. So, I don't think I've done this, and it's called Crumbling Madness or something. Maybe I did get through this? I don't think so. I don't think I have a timestamp on it, but in any case, it's called Crumbling Madness because look, everything looks like it's going to be breakables. So I'm going to be seriously frustrated by this. So let's limber up, because it's been a few days since I've done this. And let's get on with this. So, the way this climbing game works, which is easier to describe when you're on an actual mountain, but here we go anyway. I can reach out and pinch the triggers in order to grab at surfaces like these handholds. The chalk helps me lose stamina less quickly, and I can re-chalk when my hands get sweaty. If I hold on with one hand, then I'll lose stamina in that hand. But if I hold it with a half trigger pull instead of the full trigger pull, I can hold on indefinitely, but it's also harder to achieve in a panic. Holding on with two hands is fine. Stuff breaks. Got to avoid that. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gotta keep moving. And I don't know where to go from here. So this is going to be interesting. Where do I have to go in order to not immediately fall? I wonder if I have to... Yes, okay. So here's the problem. If I go up as fast as possible, then I'm not going to get there at the time at which the other surfaces come down. So this is going to be about very slowly grabbing these and eating up time. And that was a mistake. I flung myself and that was wrong. So I have to do this very carefully in the sense that I don't want to lose stamina, but I want to... Nope, couldn't reach. Okay, super interesting. So slow and steady. Switch hands. I don't know where the next one is, so I'm going to have to look around when I get up there. So this is going to be just more or less just a lot of repetition, which for exercise purposes isn't a terrible thing. But it does mean I'm going to be a little frustrated if this goes on for too long. Now these all look like they're fairly uniform breakability, which does have the advantage that I can sort of get myself into a regular rhythm, because I don't know precisely when it's going to break, just that there's definitely a time frame in which that's going to be the case. Okay. Nope. So I can't go down and then back up again because I'm just going to run out of... So I think on that next section, so all I'm doing is just pulling the trigger, hand over hand in VR, grabbing the various surfaces. And I want to get over to that one on the lowest one first because I want to maximize my time that I'm on that wall. This is not a normal climbing exercise for this game as such. See if I do that and then fling myself up to there and I keep going. As long as I don't run out of stamina, which is a trick, I should. Nope. Can't quite reach that far without leaping. So every move that I make here, I have to do I don't know where the next step is. I presume it's up there because eventually I'm going to have to go down that to get to there. So it's about one handhold a second. But if I change hands, I'm only going to have about a half a second on each hand. And every handhold, I cannot lose stamina on my grip. I'm not going to have the opportunity to there we go. Ah, see? See? I'm not going to have an opportunity to let my hands relax on any of these handholds. There's just going to be no time. So this is all completely continuous grabbing motions. And on that second one, I was going a little too fast, which means I couldn't let that wall approach enough. Isn't that interesting? This is going to take a little bit of luck amongst other things, because I'm not necessarily that coordinated. 2, 1, 2, switch, 1. Oh, no. I'm going to have to count this off, I think. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Nope. I have to fling myself up to that. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Nope, gotta fling. Counting is actually, in a way, it's keeping me on task for timing, but it's distracting me in terms of next motions. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Nope. Fling. And little flicks don't do it. You do have to give a little bit of arm motion. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, couldn't reach it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1. Nope. Too hard to reach. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, I'm gonna try to stop counting because it's actually annoying me. But I think I got the rhythm down. Actually, just silently counting now. Okay, I got to the rails. So what's the scoop there? As I'm coming down, I want to get off the middle rail onto one of the left or right rails. Okay. No, I flung myself up, but I didn't fling myself over. Okay. Again, very repetitious, but probably still some pretty good exercises. I have to keep in motion and focus. A little bit meditative, I suppose. No, couldn't trade off the hands the way I wanted to. Okay. Nope. Okay. And nope, broke out of my hand before I could do the fling. Okay. So, what am I meant to be grabbing once I get there, do you think? Is it on the right? Or is it on, and I have to come at it from behind? Or is it that I have to, like, leap myself up onto it? I don't know. And unfortunately, I'm not going to get to know. Here, from there, fling, grab, fling. I don't think so. I think I just have to leap back over sideways and grab onto that top rail. Nope. Can't just do a flick with the wrist. Have to do an arm pull. No, 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 hold on to it too long. Alright. We will get up this. Oh, jeez. It's never an easy fling, that one. Okay, switch. Oh, no, no, no. I don't know what that was, but it was not a good fling. Alright, one here, here, here. Slowly moving across the surface. Occasionally making that leap. Wouldn't that be nice? Right there, right there. If I can just get my timing right. Like now it's a matter of a moment of timing, and it's not even a particularly stressful one. Unlike the rails. So it would help if I could do this reliably. Those are long reaches. And there we go. Whew. I'm not even going to stick around for the yay. I'm that chuffed that I just got through the darn thing. Right. So, yeah. I don't think there's any more in freestyle. I think the last one was Crumbling Madness, and then we're back to easy goes. So, just to top this off, because I really do like climbing the mountains more than, and the buildings for that matter, more than I specifically like doing those challenges. Let's go to, we haven't done, let's do the north. Which one is kind of fun? The Wolf's Landing. We'll do Wolf's Landing. We'll go straight on into a hard one and see how this fares. Alright, so now this one is going to be free climbing a mountain. I'm not after any particular challenges this time. I'm not sure if I'll even engage in the challenges as such. Hopefully you can see this. I'm just double checking to see that the stream is picking this up okay. It appears to be, but it is a darker scene, so that's the way it's going to go. And let's take a look around at the environment. Check that action out. We've got a starry sky, we've got a moon overlooking the bay, and we've got some beautiful like ice sheets out there, and we've got some mountains peeking up out of the ocean, and what looks like an Arctic base or something. And we're going to do some climbing. So let's get right on into it, and let's just go for a climb. Right, same rules. We're basically just grabbing the surface and pulling ourselves up. So this is the part of the climb that I actually like the most, is the free climbing aspect, because I can kind of go where I like, but I can also challenge myself with some interesting routes, like that hurts, that still hurts, and now I'm starting to lose stamina because of that hurt. But we can go like up this slightly odd path up here, just because it happens to be here. And then we're going to switch hands here. And we're going to have to leap and grab. And we're going to go across here. So just hand over hand, reaching for surfaces. And the only serious thing that I've had to do that's a little unusual, oh, look at that, I could have come straight up from there. That's good to know. Keep an eye out for all of those slightly hidden paths up, because sometimes they surprise you a bit. Don't see any in any really odd places here, except that now I'm at the end of the line here, and I'm going to have to go over here. Now, this is one of the harder mountains, so I am going to have quite a few routes that require me to do leaps like that, but that's fine. Now you can see one of the other routes I could have taken takes me out that direction, but I am apparently taking a different route, sort of around this corner and under. Now one of the things I turned on in this, and I mentioned it several streams ago, was that I turned on my necessity to not only grab the wall, but actually to have to face the wall that I want to grab manually. And I did that mostly for immersion purposes. I used to have it in a mode where it would automatically pull the mountain around you, so you would sort of rotate to get to places. That didn't bother me. It might bother some people. Where am I going? Oh, over there. Okay. And I don't want to hit my head. You see I'm holding on with one hand for that half puck pull, the half trigger pull. And I can hold on indefinitely without losing stamina as long as I feather the trigger right in the middle. So I'm going to fling myself over and grab. Where was I going with that? I don't know where I was going with that. So this is just hand over hand. I am getting a little close to my apartment walls. I can just see into the visor. So careful of that, because I don't want to smack myself. Oh yeah, I was turning towards the wall. It would often turn you towards the wall on purpose when it thought you needed to reface. That didn't bother me, it might bother some people, but I decided to up the game a little bit by making it so that I had to manually turn my body, pivot my body when I needed to face a new direction, because 1, 2, 3, going to move across those breakables, because I find it more immersive. I just find it something I wanted to try, and I like it. So where am I going now? All the way over there. Okay, so grab this, reach out, pre-grab so that when I land I can grab something, and then fling. And just basically try to grab for a ledge that's approaching me. And if you're following your descent in a particular direction, it's not too hard to see. So we have to go up to these posts. And I'm looking around for any oddball routes that I've never spotted before, because some of them are sneaky. So I'm just going to go around the outside of this, and I'm just going hand over hand, because, oh, now it's telling me I've lost my centering again. So let's, oops. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Thank you. Oh, come on. Recenter my camera. Thank you. Should be okay. Alright, so I'm gonna, again, developers, you need to make these grabbable by both sides. You really do. There's just no excuse for it. So up. It's not helping me decide which way to go. It just means that I can't reach around back. And that might just be better for certain kinds of immersiveness and flinging myself off things. Alright, so anyway. Alright, so forcing me to pivot my body just keeps me more active and it's more immersive for me. So fling, there we go. Now, I think I just want to go up because I think down just takes me back the way I would have come. So we're just going to hand over hand and get up to the first major checkpoint. So check that out. Pretty good, pretty good. Alright. Oh. Chalk up. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to fling and grab, and then I'm going to fling and grab. Now if I put my head through something, it warns me by saying basically, oh, it's not doing it for these. How interesting. Most of the time it says, please don't put your head through things, and blacks out the screen. So don't do that. Fling, grab. Oh, hi, buddy. Hi, I'm sorry. Oh, this is your mountain too. I didn't mean to frighten you away. Okay. Anyway, fling. Now in some cases I'm doing a downward fling to push myself upwards. Sometimes I'm doing a sideways swing so I don't hit my head on things. Here I'm just doing a hand over hand, sort of, you know, monkey bar style swing. And I could go up or I could go around. I think I've been up before on previous attempts at this, so I'm going to go around. Now I have to get over to there, so I think I'm going to throw myself up and just catch on the way back down. Chalk up, reach over, chalk up. And this is a sliding rope. And I'm going to drop myself onto the ladder. I wonder if that goes anywhere. No, it doesn't. Well, maybe. No, it does not go anywhere. This is just something to drop down onto, and that's fine. And I'm just going to fling myself over to here. And I'm going to go that way, I think. Which enables me to climb up to this checkpoint. Oh, hello. Oh, hey! Okay, I don't want to bother you. Also, check this out. This is absolutely beautiful. Alright. And up. You still up here, buddy? Because I kind of don't want to mess with you. Okay, no other ways to go except I could leap over to that. Let's try that. Yep. And then up to here. Oh, and it's swinging. Yep. Ah, crashed plane. Interesting. Okay. I have been through this before. I keep forgetting what all the levels have in store for me, you know? Okay. Gotta get some chalk on. That just helps my stamina last a little longer. Here's a thing that I can't grab until I brush. So I brush like a frenetic fool. Or I just bypass it. Didn't actually technically need to do that, I guess. Now, look around. Are there any other handholds, any secret paths that I might be interested in achieving? Maybe over there, right? So let's try that. Here we go, and up. Oh, that was a thing. All right, and then across, and then switch hands, and then prepare to grab and launch. And then it's just hand over hand. So launches take a little bit of practice, but this bit's kind of the easy bit. Oh, hey, buddy. We're going to try not to disturb you. Not really a requirement of the game, but I just don't like disturbing them. So here we go. Up. Hey, buddy. Oh. All right. Well, I did my best. I didn't mean to scare you off, but here we are. So then we're here. Now we can't go up as such, but we can go to this rope. Oh, grab that, and then we do the hand over hand. And yeah, we're still going. And I'm just hand over handing, but I'm also pivoting my upper body just so I don't have to reef my arms back behind my head quite so much. And then hand over hand over hand. Here we go. And here and then here and up. Okay. And I grab that. Now all that means is that I lose a bunch of stamina to begin with, but I won't lose any more as long as I do the technical grip. But I also can't cover it. Get the sweat off the hands with some chalk. Alright. Once more into the breach, shall we? Let's go quick recenter again. Here we go. Pretty sure it won't allow us to grab onto that metal bar, even though it should. Alright, I'm gonna have to fling myself up there because it's a little far. Nowhere else to go up, so we have to go across. So here we go. Now, that's interesting. How would we have gotten there? Maybe from just another route up that chunk of the mountain. There's almost always at least 2 major routes and often some bifurcations in the routes that enable you to get quite a lot of choice in how to go about it. And unless you're doing a particular challenge, I guess, there's no specific requirements. So I go around here, turning my body a bit in order to be able to climb up the surface. And then, oh hey, okay, how about this? How about you don't leap down on me? Okay? Oh, you're beautiful though. Okay, just hand over hand. Oh, hello. Oh, up. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Are there any interesting routes sort of up and over? No. This is just an under. Okay, so I gotta switch hands here and leap over before my stamina runs out because I felt my stamina running out. My controller's buzzed at me. Okay. There's some interesting routes back there, but I can't get to them probably, unless I did something really crazy here. Now, I did get my checkpoint, I believe, so I could try something ridiculous to see if that goes anywhere. Let's try this, shall we? That's super interesting. I don't know where this comes from or came from. Oh, but some beautiful pups down there. Shall we see if we can't make our way down there to say hi? This is definitely not an efficient way to go about climbing this mountain, but I really don't care. Whoa. Oh, God. Okay, that kind of hurt, but that's okay. Switch hands. Now I'm probably going backwards on the intended route. But I wanted to come around here because this really is quite lovely. Oh, all right. Now we're just going to. So yeah, this is the alternate route around the side of the mountain somehow. If I ask the game, what direction should I be heading? Yeah, it's saying that way. So I actually should have come from this direction. The only reason I came out here is to see the pups. So we're going to continue back the way we came. And we'll take a more northerly route here, but now we have to go on the underside of this again, and that's fine. Turn my body and get up to here, and then I'm going to switch hands and then fling myself up to there, then up to here. I'm just going to climb this route all the way up, get my hands ready for what looks like a painful climb. Maybe a painful climb there, a painful climb there, and a fling up to there. And, oh, should we go that way? I could go that way. Wow. All right. Just a fling to get myself here, and then reach over and continue climbing up this. Nothing around the corner there, that's fine. And we just climb up this surface, reach up to here. 1, 2, 3. These are all breakable, so I have to get past them quickly. And then up to here. And then we're going to fling ourselves up to here. Then fling ourselves up to there, and we are on top of the mountain. Hey, buddy. That's right. Woo, woo, ho. some other calls off in the distance. Oil rig out in the bay. Research station down below. Another beautiful howl. Magnificent. And some aurora coming out to greet us. Boy, that'd be a hell of a thing to see in real life, but not that night. Well, that's not true. I've probably seen wisps of it whenever we've had a really good solar event that pushes the aurora down to my latitude. But they're never colorful, or I don't believe I've ever seen them super colored. Just wisps of white ribbons in the sky. Really rare this far south. Oh, look at those reflections, very lovely. Well, I ramble on like this every time I get to the top here because the vistas are very, very lovely. And this is why I like this more than the technical challenge climbs. So probably most of my climbs are going to end up being on here as I do this again. But what this does do is this signifies basically completing the climb 2 in terms of the experiences. Maybe not the individual challenges because there's like a million of them. Get to the top of a mountain in a certain amount of time. Do it without chalk. Do it with the jumps. All the different combinations of sort of challenges. And I'm sort of iffy on whether or not I want to actually go into those. Most of this is just about some exercise and some fun time going up a mountain. But I may find some interesting routes to do. So, anyway, thank you so much, all of you, for joining me on this little trip as I sort of fully tease out all of the climbs in the Climb 2. I really hope to make a Climb 3 at some point. This has been Codeweaver Plays Games. Thanks for joining me. See you on the next stream.